right, so we're out here on Oroville this morning and we're trying to duplicate the results we had with Kevin Brock here a couple weeks ago. It's been a little bit slow, but we moved over to the green bridge, obviously. You see right there in the background. And Matt here's on our first fish of the day. We're gonna try to get it up to the boat. It was way down there. We were about 135 off the ball. So it's gonna take a minute to get this up and see what we got.
There it is. It's fighting now.
Just keep cranking on him, bud. You got him. All right, nice and slow up to the side of the boat. I'm gonna set the camera down for a second and do double duty on the net. All right, first blood in the boat, bud. Awesome, awesome. All right, check it out. Nice, beautiful Oroville king in the boat. All right, so our gear today is pretty straightforward, pretty standard setup for king salmon, for landlocked king salmon fishing. We're running 6-inch sling blades with just a couple different color hoochies. They're little tiny hoochies. They're like 1 3/4 to 2-inch hoochies. Let me show you one of these. Cal threw me one of these yesterday, and so I rigged some up and tied them on last night. It's kind of an off color. That one's kind of a green with a pink belly. It's got a little bulge in the middle of it, but they seem to have a ton of action in the water. They like being behind the sling blade, about double the length of the Dodger, so maybe 12 to 15 inches off. Ton of action in the water. These guys are really spongy. Really, they're almost like Z-Man worms. They got a lot of stretch in them. So we're giving these a shot today. So far, we have one in the boat. We finally found the fish. We finally found the bait. We're passing back through again. So I think it's only a matter of time before we get another one. We're still out here on Oroville, obviously. You know, it's been a really tough day. I was here 3 weeks ago or so with Cal and Kevin Brock, fishkevinbrock.com, and we just had an awesome day. You know, we had limits by 10 o'clock in the morning. We couldn't keep the fish off of 4 rods. Things have changed, to say the least. There's a couple things working against us. First of all, the lake's come down quite a bit. I would say it's down probably 40, maybe 50 feet since I was here just 3 weeks ago, and it might even be a little more than that, judging by my waypoints from where we were before. So that's a little challenging. So we just moved everything out and tried doing what we did with him. The other thing that's working against us a little is it's been hot this week. If you've been in the valley, you know we've been in the hundreds plus for the last several days, and we still have this lingering full moon that Cal did a video about a couple days ago. So some of the odds are stacked against us today, and that's bumming because I was really hoping to come out and have a phenomenal day and get a lot of fish in the boat on a really successful trip. The first time we're really fishing the boat hard since we got it last week. But there are a couple good things to take out of it. First of all, we do have a fish in the fish box. We did manage 1 king so far. We're kind of tailing off the day. We might pick up another one here in the last leg. We're hopeful anyway. But I gotta say, I had an idea in my head of where the fish were gonna be. Immediately got on the water, dropped my gear, stacked it at about 35 and 50, figured I'd have it covered, and then it was just a matter of finding what depth they're holding at. That didn't work at all. We trolled all over the lake. We've hit, you know, the green bridge, the dam, a couple points that we fish commonly, and we couldn't find bait anywhere. Still haven't found a lot of bait. Nothing balled up anyway, a lot of scattered stuff. And then we got under the green bridge after moving around a bit, and we started marking a lot of fish consistently, really, really deep. We were in about 200, 225 feet of water, and there was a consistent trail of fish on the screen at 150 feet. I didn't exactly feel comfortable fishing 150 feet deep. I'd much rather be 75 or less. However, just on a whim, we dropped our gear down, and within just a few minutes of putting it down in the deep stuff, we had a fish on. So we kind of had a pattern. We knew we were onto something. We continued to mark those fish for the last couple hours. They've moved off a little bit. They're actually probably down around 175 now. We saw the line just slowly move out every half hour. They'd go out about 8 or 10 feet. We consistently kept feeding the gear deeper. Nothing picked up at all. maybe a couple bites, but certainly nothing that's stuck. And again, we found fish, but we're not finding any bait. So those fish are holding really deep, and I think they just have lockjaw, whether it be the moon or the excessive heat. Water temperature on the lake's been anywhere between 79 and 83 degrees where we've been today. That's pretty warm. I'm sure it's cooler down deep where they are, but you know, anytime you get 80-degree temperature, a full moon, and after a big heat spell, fishing's gonna be tough. But let me tell you, the moral of the story is this. Rely on your electronics. That's what you have them for. I'm still getting dialed in on the Helix 9 unit. When it started showing fish at 150 feet, I wasn't sure if that was real or not. I thought maybe it would be interference. I haven't been in the boat enough fishing that deep to really know if that was something I should rely on. But, you know, follow your gut. Lo and behold, we dropped down there and we were at least rewarded with one fish. So at the end of the day, you got to go with what you see on the water, not with what you were told yesterday or the day before or what you did last week. Obviously, expectations were really high today and it just didn't work out that way, and that's going to happen. So rely on your instincts. We slowed down, we went deeper, we changed our bait setup slightly, changed color a little bit, and we were rewarded for it. It's unfortunate that we were only rewarded once after being in fish for so long today, but hey, you know what? That's how it goes sometimes. So positives to take out of it: rely on your electronics. Second thing is, man, we just put a fish in this beautiful new Duckworth, got a little blood on the deck, I got a little cleaning to do when I get home, have a fish in the fish box. It's the first time I've used it for anything other than sodas with the kids, so all in all, I'm calling it a good day. I hope to get out here again really soon and try this bite maybe when it cools off a little bit, but we got a whole list of other lakes coming up that we're gonna hit soon, and as soon as we get a break in the weather, first one's out of the door and we got it in the boat, so we're over the hump, and it's all just fish slaying from here for the Duckworth, so stay tuned for that.